This episode will be split into two parts. In the first part, we will discuss how Lord Krishna advises Arjuna to get up and fight by presenting him with transcendental knowledge. We will be carrying on from episode 2, where Arjuna threw his weapons away as he was unwilling to fight in the Great War, the Mahabharata. The link to that video will be in the description box below. I would recommend watching it before you continue. Let's begin. As we know, the discourse between Arjuna and Lord Krishna was narrated to the blind king, Dhritarashtra, by Sanjaya. So Sanjaya, explaining the situation to his king, said, "Overwhelmed with sorrow, Arjuna threw away his bow and arrow." Lord Krishna asked Arjuna, "How can you be so depressed at a time like this? This is not how a fit person with a noble mind behaves. It is disgraceful and does not lead one to heaven, O Arjuna. Do not become a coward. Shake off this trivial weakness from your heart and get up for battle." Arjuna replied, "How can I attack those that stand in front of me, who are worthy of my worship? I would rather beg in the street than to kill these noble gurus, because killing them would mean my wealth and pleasures are stained with their blood. I do not know which alternative, to fight or quit, is better for us. I do not even know if we will conquer them or they will conquer us. We should not even wish to live after killing the sons of Dhritarashtra, who stand in front of us. My mind is confused about my duty and my senses are overcome by the weakness of pity. Please, O Krishna, tell me decisively what would be better for us. Teach me, for I wholeheartedly trust in you. I do not think that my sorrow will be removed if I am to kill and take over the kingdom. I will not fight." Arjuna told Krishna and sat down quietly. Lord Krishna, as if smiling, said to the distressed Arjuna, "You are sorrowful for those who are not worthy of sorrow or grief, yet you speak words of wisdom. The wise grieve neither for the living nor the dead, because they understand that there never was a time that the soul, which resides in every one of us, did not exist, nor will it ever die in the future. The soul is immortal while the body is temporary. Let me explain. Similar to how a living entity, which is the soul, acquires a new childhood body, youth body, and an old age body, it will also require a new body after death. The wise ones are not deluded by this. When the senses, hearing, touch, taste, smell, and sight, come into contact with sense objects, everything that exists in the physical world, feelings of hot and cold, pleasure and pain arise. These are temporary and transitory. Therefore, learn to endure them, O Arjuna, because a calm person who is not affected by these sense objects and is calm in pain and pleasure shall become fit for immortality. The invisible spirit, Atma, is eternal, while the physical world, including the body, is temporary. This is known by all those who understand the truth. The spirit has been through the entire universe. It is indestructible. No one can destroy the imperishable spirit. Only the body that holds the spirit is perishable. Therefore, fight, O Arjuna. One who thinks that the spirit is the killer and one who thinks that the spirit can be killed are both ignorant. The spirit cannot kill, nor be killed. The spirit is neither born, nor does it die at any time. It is permanent and eternal. The spirit is not destroyed when the body is destroyed. O Arjuna, how can one therefore kill or cause the spirit to be killed if it is indestructible, eternal, and unchanging? Just as a person puts on new clothes after throwing away the old ones, similarly, the soul acquires new bodies after casting away the old ones. The spirit is untouchable. Weapons do not damage it, fire does not burn it, and water does not make it wet. It is indestructible, eternal, and unchanging. Hence, it is unexplainable and incomprehensible. Knowing that this is the nature of the spirit, you should not grieve. If you think that the soul is born and dies all the time, even then should you not grieve like this. Because death is certain for one who is born, and death is certain for one who dies. Therefore, do not stress over the inevitable. All beings, O Arjuna, are unmanifest, meaning everything comes from one place before birth and goes to one place, the same place after death. They only manifest or come into the physical world between birth and death. What is there then to grieve about? O Arjuna, the spirit that dwells in every being is eternally indestructible. Therefore, you should not mourn for anybody. Also, considering your duty as a warrior, you should not waver. There is nothing more auspicious for a warrior than participating in a righteous war. Only the fortunate warriors, O Arjuna, get such an opportunity for a war of this undesired nature, for it is like an open door to heaven to serve your duty as a warrior when evil arises. If you choose not to do this, you will fail in your duty, and as a result, lose your reputation and incur sin. People will talk about your disgrace forever. To the honored, dishonor is worse than death. The great warriors will think you have retreated from the battle out of fear. Those who have greatly esteemed you will soon lose respect for you. Your enemies will speak many unmentionable words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful to you than this? If, however, you are killed in the line of duty, you will go straight to heaven. But if you are victorious, then you will enjoy the kingdom on the earth. Treating pleasure and pain, gain and loss, victory and defeat alike, while performing your duty shall prevent you from incurring sin. In the next video, we will be discussing part 2 of this episode, more specifically the importance of selfless service, karma yoga. Stay tuned to learn more about how Lord Krishna shows Arjuna how to free himself from the bondage of action, meaning to act without being attached, affected, or influenced by the results of your actions.